say that it feels right.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Devin and welcome back to News and Hacks, and today we're gonna take a quick look at the top 10 upcoming games of 2017. So let's get started with number 10. Starting off the list at number 10, we have Vampire. Vampire is an upcoming action role-playing video game developed by Dontnod Entertainment and published by Focus Home Interactive, coming to PC, PS4 and Xbox One. The player controls the game's protagonist Jonathan, a vampire doctor whose thirst for blood compels him to kill innocent people. To do this successfully, he must gather information about his targets, collect clues, and maintain certain relationships by communicating with the inhabitants of London, which serves as a semi-open world built around hubs of neighborhoods tethered to other interlinking areas. What makes this setup especially interesting is that, according to the details announced, you can feed on literally anyone in the game, including the people who provide quests and those whose absence will be missed. At number 9, we have Battletech. Battletech is an upcoming turn-based strategy game. The game takes place during 3025 Succession Wars era, in which powerful nobles employ an ever-shrinking number of giant fighting vehicles called battlemechs, piloted by individuals called mech warriors, to fight for control of the inner sphere. It's a turn-based tactical combat game in which you will be commanding a lance or group of 4 giant humanoid-shaped combat vehicles. It allows us to get into managing giant robots and all the systems in them, giving you the tactical feedback to do awesome stuff with all their firepower. Battletech will have similarities to Shadowrun, but 2 will ultimately be quite different. As for now, it is supposed to be a PC exclusive, while we can expect for future console releases. At number 8, we have Scalebound. Scalebound is an upcoming action RPG game developed by Battalion Games. In game, players can use a variety of weapons to defeat enemies and may issue commands to the dragon, which assists the player during battle. Players are equipped with melee weapons such as swords and ranged weapons like explosive arrows and guns. These weapons will eventually become degraded and damaged and lose their durability during combat. The dragon element, the fantasy world setting element, hopefully will attract a wider audience, and the game itself, the combat system, will match those expectations. Unlike the other games developed by Platinum Games, the game focuses on graphical qualities and role-playing aspects. At number 7, we have Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077 is a planned action role-playing video game developed by CD Projekt Red, based on the Cyberpunk series of tabletop role-playing games. Cyberpunk 2077 will feature a futuristic open world in which the ultra-modern technology coexists with a degenerated human society. The game puts players into a dark future in 2077, where advanced technologies have become both salvation and curse for humanity. The game promises a non-linear story designed for mature players and is set in the metropolis of Night City. The trailer mainly focuses on still models depicting a gruesome scene in the streets of Night City. Currently, we don't have much info on the story and gameplay, but still we can say this game is promising. At number 6, we have Battalion 1944. Battalion 1944 is an upcoming multiplayer first-person shooter video game developed by Bulkhead Interactive. Battalion 1944 recaptures the core of classic multiplayer shooters and propels World War II into the next generation. Fight in real-world locations such as streets of Carentan, the Forest of Bastion, and many more of the spiritual successor to the great multiplayer shooters of the past. In short, Battalion 1944 is an infantry-based first-person shooter with an emphasis on raw skill. The game will also offer a feature called Battle Rank, which is a global competition system. You have the option of joining a battalion and then competing in a season to earn cosmetic rewards for your character, weapons, and accessories. The online portion of the game will be heavily skill-based, and the developers assure that any unlockables will not give competitive edges to players. Coming in at number 5 is The Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda is an upcoming action-adventure game in development. the game that takes place in a fully connected overworld similar to the original The Legend of Zelda, with less emphasis on defined entrances and exits to dungeons. The game allows the player to have more freedom over previous titles, allowing them to decide their destination and method of travel. The overworld can be traversed on foot or on Link's horse. Link can leap off the horse and enter bullet time to better aim his bow at enemies. The game was said to be the largest one in any Zelda game. The game has been in development since at least 2013 and was originally announced with a 2015 release date, but as of April 2016 it is set for release in 2017. At number 4, we have one of the most anticipated first-person shooter game upcoming in 2017, and that is Escape from Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov is a hardcore and realistic online first-person action RPG with MMO features and story-driven walkthrough, being developed by Battletech games. Events take place in a realistic setting in the Russian city of Tarkov. Main characters work for two private military companies located in the bloody conflict on the streets of the settlement, surrounded by the UN forces and Russian military. Players need to find a way out of the isolated Tarkov, survive the deadly hazards, and unearth all the mysteries of the city. As you progress on the edge of survival, you will find useful information and items which will help you to understand what is going on the city. At number 3, we have Wild. Wild is an upcoming open-world survival adventure game developed by Wild Sheep Studio for the PlayStation 4. You play as a member of an ancient tribe during Neolithic period between 6000 and 5000 BC. The Europe-sized open world is populated by bears, wolves, eagles, rabbits, fish, and other animals which your character can take control of. This gives you special abilities like night vision or the power to summon gods that will help you deal with extreme weather, changing seasons, and nighttime enemies. Just like No Man's Sky did a few months ago, Wild has us grasping for words. It looks to be another huge surprise hit for the PS4. At number 2, we have Ghost Recon Wildlands. Ghost Recon Wildlands is an upcoming open-world tactical shooter video game in development by Ubisoft. Ubisoft says it will be one of the biggest open-world games that they ever published. The game will be playable on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. The game is set in Bolivia. Players play as a member of the Ghosts, a fictional elite team in the United States Army. Carrying out missions during daytime allows players to spot enemies easily, while attempting to complete missions at night grant players a tactical advantage as the night offers player better concealment. Players are also tasked with making observations before carrying out missions. A variety of vehicles such as dirt bikes and dune buggies will also feature in the game. The release date is actually December 31st, 2016, but still there is no wrong in including the game in the 2017 list. At number 1, we have Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect Andromeda is an upcoming action role-playing third-person shooter game developed by BioWare and published by Electronic Arts for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Mass Effect Andromeda takes place to the Andromeda galaxy far beyond the Milky Way, where players will lead the fight for a new home in hostile territory opposed by deadly indigenous race bent on stopping us. Players are able to play as either a male or a female human character. They will be able to pilot the new customizable Mako, a six-wheeled buggy-type vehicle. While Andromeda takes place after the events of Mass Effect 3, it's not a sequel to the game in the story sense. Andromeda sounds like it's taking on the traditional Mass Effect formula but increasing the need for exploration. So these are all the best upcoming games of 2017 yet announced, and thanks a lot for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and hit that shiny red subscribe button right below for more of the latest gaming news and updates from our channel. Until next time, it's Devin, and see you at my next video.
Summer in the hills, those hazy days I do remember. We were running still, had the whole